Welcome back everybody.
Hi guys, thanks for joining us.
In this vlog we go and see some ancient graffiti
Otherwise known as rock carvings in Alta.
and we finally make it to the Nordkapp, the northernmost point of Norway.
We do indeed.
And we've tripped our speedo before we left, and it's some 4,300 miles we've covered to get to the Nordkapp.
From home.
From home,
yeah. Yeah, so a lot of driving, a lot of distance. We also see quite a few reindeer as well.
Yep, so you can tick that one off your list. So come along for the ride.
Yep, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. It's all free. It doesn't cost you anything. So, and leave a comment, because we like to read those as well.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Thanks, bye. So we've left Tromsø now. We had a couple of days off because just today was Jim's birthday. So we didn't really do much in the way of filming anything. And we're now heading towards Alta, which is quite a bit further on from Tromsø. We've seen quite a few reindeer this morning. Managed to get a little bit on video, but not a lot. They're not the easiest to film, especially when you're in a van, because they tend to move away from you when they hear the van. But got a little bit, so still trying to get footage of a moose, but they're very elusive. Some reindeers. Bit more. Just go close. So today we come into the Alta Museum, which is known for its rock carvings, which we will be going to see in a minute. I've just come down to use the toilet and we've come across these doors. So there's two there, a pair here and a pair there. And this museum opened in 1991, and it was law that any public building that was over 2,500 square metres had to have a bomb shelter, and that's what this is, a bomb shelter. There's been no new buildings built after 1998 with bomb shelters built since the Iron Curtain fell. They haven't felt the need to build these shelters because they hope that no threats are going to be happening.
Action.
So we've left the museum, which is behind us, and there's two little walks around where you can actually see some rock carvings in the rock. So we're going to go and have a look.
We didn't record anything in the museum because it was quite dark in
Really
there,
dark.
as a lot of modern museums seem to be, to try and make it atmospheric, I guess.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people in there as well.
And a child crying.
Yes.
So
we got out of there quick.
Yeah. It was quite interesting. So if you're in this area, then it's worth popping in.
Yeah.
It was only about £10 each to get in anyway, so it's not expensive. Well, let's go and see if we can see some of these rock carvings.
And the outside rock trail, Looney Tunes can come.
Yay! I think we've got one coming up here on the left. So they're all, you can just about see them. If you go around there, you might be able to see it clearer.
Can you see it, Loons?
Can you see it, Luna? Good girl.
Waggy tail, you can see it.
You see them on
I
there?
can see it, but you can't see it on the camera.
Can't see it on the camera.
Hold the dog.
You go closer. Hopefully you can see the carvings.
Yeah, you can. Just about.
Some of these carvings are between 6,000 and 7,000 years old, so quite old. There's quite a few carvings on that rock, but you can't see most of them.
No, those are the sort of three that stand out.
Yeah.
Aren't
And they go all the way up and round, but this is what it actually does look like. That is that rock, but obviously it gets worn away and
they? I need some better spray paint.
but you're sort of looking on the sideways.
Yeah. Let's see what the next one brings.
This is the world's oldest picture of a trapping fence for wild reindeer. So about 30 reindeer have been corralled into fences. Can you see the fence where the line is there? That's like the fence. And they're corralling all the reindeer into the fences, basically. So in this little bit here, there's 590 figures. And it's of reindeer, bear, elk, or moose as we know it, whale, dog, wolf, bear tracks, bear's den, human footprints, trapping fences, boats.
Where are you, Lynn? Could you see him?
Yes, Daddy. There's people down here. So there's some people down there, and he's obviously caught some fish or something.
Yeah, I've seen better matchstalk men.
But considering it's 6,000 to 7,000 years old,
It's lasted well. I'll give him that. So come on then, Bill Bailey, what are we looking at here?
this is so this is all about the art of hunting and how to gather your food, basically. And there is lots of different animals on there, including reindeers, moose, bears, halibut, whale, dogs, wolf, seal, hares, foxes, beavers, salmon, dogfish, duck, a great auk, goose, swan and cormorant. So they would have eaten all of these. And there's 195 figures on this one.
This is the same age as the other one, is it?
Yeah. 6,000 to 7,000 years ago. Oh dear.
Cough it up, Luna.
Well, we're nearly at Nordkapp. We're about 3 hours drive away, but very frozen up here still. But a lovely sunny day. It's about, what's the temperature?
9 degrees.
9 degrees today. It does feel warmer than that. The sun's quite warm, isn't it?
211 miles.
211 kilometres to the Nordkapp. So we should get there today. Yes, it's very much still winter up here. Although some of the trees have got buds on up here, haven't they? So that spring is on its way. I mean, the roads are very clear, yeah.
Must have been quite a while since the last snowfall.
Oh yeah, I don't think there's been any snow for a long time, but it just takes a long while to melt away. I don't know if I said the date, actually it's the 30th of May, so right at the end of May. But look how white it still is. But it is melting. I don't know if this is going to come out very well on camera, but we're actually driving into clouds. It's a bit eerie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gone down to 6 degrees now.
6.
Yeah.
Must be up quite high at the moment. Just looks grey and murky, doesn't it? But it is actually a cloud, isn't it?
So they call it white out.
Yeah.
When everything's covered in snow, you get that.
Some more reindeer. They're very white at the moment, aren't they? From the winter, and a baby one as well. The rock faces here are really thin layers of different, well, I presume sediments over the years, but really, really thin. Hopefully you're picking that up on the camera. Of course, the view from the other side of the road is the Norwegian Sea. Rather spectacular, even if I do say so. Road's a bit bumpy though.
Yeah, it's a bit like roads in the UK.
Yeah. Oh, and a little bit narrow. Reindeer right next to the sea. Just coming up to some reindeer in the middle of the road. Oh, he's going to jump over the fence. There's some more over there. Nordkapp.
I bet you ain't got that.
And we have some more reindeer. Well, these are young ones, that one, isn't it? Both of them are young. Hello.
Reminds me of the Saudis.
They're supposed to look like Sammy wigwams, aren't they? Then they're about 40 kilometres from the Nordkapp at the moment. landscape has changed again, hasn't it?
Yeah, ever changing.
Yeah. Just come up a very steep bit with some squiggly wiggly bits. Otherwise known as a couple of hairpins.
It's technical terms.
That was my technical term, yeah. Apparently we were warned about the last 10 kilometres, so we shall wait and see what that's like. Yeah. Can't really pick that up on this. Might be able to get it when we get a bit closer. I think we might be too high though. Yeah, can't really see it on this. So we're down to the last 13 kilometres and the road's got a little bit narrower. Not too much, but a little bit narrower. Got the reindeer on the side here. We've seen loads of reindeer.
They become like waterfalls.
Yeah, they have become like waterfalls. They're everywhere. Still climbing. I don't know how far we're in now. Probably about 6 kilometres left, something like that. Maybe.
It's the green flag.
No. It was quite windy and quite steep, wasn't it? On that little bit. But not too bad. Apart from having a motorbike on the wrong side of the road coming down the hill on a corner.
Playing on the wrong side of the road, but he was quite far across.
We are nearly at the Nordkapp. A few more reindeer. In the middle of nowhere. It looks like a whole community up there. Mind you, at the moment, because it is the land of the midnight sun, people come up here to stay for the midnight sun. Welcome to Nordkapp.
We've made it!
We've made it to the top of Norway. We've done 3,162 miles. No,
I think it's more than that.
It's more than that.
I think it's more like 4,000 miles from leaving home.
Yeah, I think it's 3,612 in Norway. I think.
Yeah, something like
that.
We'll check on that.
Anyway,
it matters not. But we're here.
We're at the highest point in Norway. That there is the Nordkapp. What do you call it?
I'd say it's like a globe, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a globe statue monument thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the north of Norway. We cannot go any further. Well, we can, but we get wet.
Let's wait and see whether we end up with a midnight sunset or not.
Not that the sun will set tonight. It
But
doesn't go down.
no,
It doesn't.
but-
There's no sunrise. There's no sunset. So, and it won't do that until end of July, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, we made it.
Quite an interesting sky at the moment. The sun's partially hidden behind the clouds, but quite interesting cloud cover. But we might end up with some nice reds in the sun later on.
Yeah, but we probably have to wait until midnight to see them. So no early night for us.
Nice and blue that side. Cliffs around here are spectacular. Rock on them ones, it's diagonal, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Weird. It's now 12:30 at night.
Yeah, not daytime, nighttime.
We've kind of got a midnight sunset because the sun doesn't actually set this time of year, it just moves across the sky. But the cloud has covered it up, but we've got a really nice
Reflection in the water.
and the sun rays have just bursting through that hole there and lighting up on the water.
And the clouds look nice as well, don't they? And just to the right is the Nordkapp.
Yeah, I don't think it's not going to pick that up on camera, it just looks like two sticks.
Oh, well, that's the where we were standing earlier. But the sea is.
If I zoom in a bit, yeah, you can see it now.
The sea is so calm, isn't it? It's lovely.
Good view of the rocks on the cliff.
Is it they're nearly 1,000 metres down?
Yeah,
So we're nearly 1,000 metres high.
yeah. A long way up.
It's a long way up.
And there's a view of how many vans are here.
And we're way over the back. We just come out to take Luna for her last wee before we actually do go to bed.
And try to go to sleep. Don't feel very tired at the moment.
In daylight. It's raining right over there. Behind the sun.
Yeah. It's getting brighter, isn't it?
Yeah. Sort of, I think it's going to go dull again though, because it's going to go behind the clouds, isn't it?
Mm.
If it wasn't so cloudy, it would be rather spectacular, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's still kind of spectacular,
Well, it
isn't
is,
it?
yeah, but I think it would be much better colours. There's still coaches turning up there, isn't there?
Yeah, there's two coaches just leaving, wasn't there, as we came out of the building.
Yeah. And one of them's going to Voss, which is miles away.
Well, that's cloudy. The clouds have gone very blue, haven't they? Time for bed, I think.
Night nights.
Good morning, everybody. It's amazing how quick the weather changes up here in the North Cape. Probably in a matter of about 6 to 8 hours, we had bright sunshine at 3 a.m. this morning, and then the clouds come in, and then this morning it's gone really foggy and really windy. At one point you couldn't even see those vans, it was so foggy. It looks like it's slowly blowing across. I can't see much of the cliffs today down there. About 10 tour coaches have turned up this morning up there. Those people aren't going to get much of a view. Time to press on.
So we're now leaving the Nordkapp and we're going to head south because that's the only way we can go. When we come up here yesterday it was beautiful blue skies and sunshine, and today we have clouds. We've just had really thick fog, so we waited an hour for that to clear before we started our descent. But this bit's a bit windy, but the roads aren't too bad. Just passed how many coaches? About 6, 7? All going up to the viewpoint.
Yeah, and there's already 10 up.
Yeah, there's already 10 coaches up there. So it's going to be a busy day up there.
And they haven't got a view either.
And there's lots of these people cycling. Bugger that.
Oh man.
They're mad.
It's 4 degrees out there.
4 degrees. So,
windy.
yeah, and really windy. So not ideal weather for cycling anyway, let alone cycling up a windy, steep hill.
There was 2 on a tandem that stayed in a tent last night.
Yeah, I'm surprised the tent's still there. It was very, I don't know what time the wind started, but it was quite blowy this morning, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Quite windy, but obviously it didn't really affect us, but in the tent that would have been horrible. And we haven't actually seen them this morning either, have we? So I assume they're still in their tent. Yeah, holding it down. It's quite a dramatic drive, isn't it, around this bit? Yeah.
Rocky and
Yes.
wild skidoo.
A wild snow, is it not skidoo, is it?
Yeah.
That's what they call it. It was a snowmobile.
They're called either.
Oh, right.
It's a skidoo.
Coach load obviously going to be going up after their short interlude. That was a reindeer there.
Just stopped for lunch in this park up, and the reindeer have followed us in.
They're having their own lunch.
Yeah. Big set of antlers on this one.